Malwa's plateau, near the end of the 4th century. Chandragupta Vikramaditya rides west and gambles his empire on breaking Shaka power. Chandragupta II Vikramaditya rides west against 3 centuries of Shaka rule, risking his empire to free the ports and plains. If he fails, foreign crowns will choke India's coasts forever. Here, from the plateau of Malwa to the sea winds of Gujarat, a king's march turns rusting Shaka forts into Gupta banners. In the age of the Guptas, Chandragupta II, called Vikramaditya, broke the long Shaka rule in the west and raised stone and coin to proclaim a new order. For 3 centuries, Western Shaka rulers, the Kshatrapas, held Gujarat and its sea gates, while the rising Guptas ruled the rich Ganga lands in the east. Born to Samudragupta's conquests, Chandragupta II grew up hearing of ports beyond the western desert, and of Shaka satraps who minted silver as if they owned the sunrise.
The Ganga feeds us, but the western sea feeds the world.
Even before the crown, his gaze sought the western horizon where Shaka power still cast its fading shadow. Through war and marriage, he knit his realm tighter, taking a Lichavi princess as queen and drawing central Indian clans into a net that could stretch toward Malwa and the Shaka lands. In Malwa, traders brought Satrapa silver, stamped with foreign names, and tales of Rudrasimha, last of the western Kshatrapas, whose line had grown thin even as their ports grew rich.
As long as their corn rules the west, our empire is half-born.
He moved not in haste, but in layers. First securing Malwa's plateau, then feeling along the old roads to the Narmada, testing the Shaka frontiers with measured steel. The sources speak in stone and coin, not in battle songs, yet in these years, near the end of the 4th century, Gupta and Shaka banners met under the pale western sky.
Remember, not plunder but order must follow our footsteps.
Steel flashed as Vikramaditya himself surged forward, turning wavering ranks into a roaring tide against the Shaka lines. Somewhere in these campaigns, Rudrasimha's power failed. The Shaka line, once rooted in foreign conquest, ended, and western Satrapal mints fell silent after nearly 300 years. With Gujarat and Saurashtra absorbed, the western sea opened to the Guptas. Ports that once counted satraps as overlords now weighed their goods under Vikramaditya's officers. Soon, a new silver shone. Gupta Rupakas, modeled on the old Satrapa coins, carried his authority into markets that had long moved to the rhythm of Shaka metal.
Let every market feel that the age has changed.
Years later, the monk faction crossed this empire and wrote of mild punishments, full granaries, and safe roads. The westward ports he saw fed this abundance with spice, cloth, and coin. Yet he sought more than revenue. At Udayagiri near Vidisha, where shrines already clung to the rock, he turned to stone to tell another story of king, god, and earth. There, artisans hewed the mountain itself. From living rock emerged Varha, the boar form of Vishnu, hauling the earth goddess above the flood, tusks and muscles frozen in a timeless surge. Conquest, coin, and carved stone fused into a single vision of order, stretching from the Ganga to the western sea. Scholars would later read this as royal theology. Just as Varha raises the world from chaos, so the king restores land and law, lifting his realm from the long unsettled age of foreign satraps. In a nearby cave, an inscription dated to Gupta era 82 names Chandragupta II, fixing his presence here more firmly than any court poem or later legend of 9 shining gems.
Let power pass, but let order endure.
By ending Shaka rule, seizing the western ports, and binding god and kingship in stone at Udayagiri, Chandragupta Vikramaditya left a legacy where the truest monument was the ordered freedom of his people.